Being the chairman of the government peace panel, a member of the AJAC, I don't know if that's true, and I think it's not. Did you know or do you have knowledge of the presence of Marwan in the area, considering that he has been there for more than a year?
No, sir. And I am not a member of the AJAC. The AJAC reports to me as the chair of the government panel.
Thank you. There's another, if not, it's a comment, Madam, and I'm just being true to the request of my colleague. If not, it seems you're just looking at your book about peace. If yes, why did you not ask Chairman Iqbal to help our government to arrest the high-value targets? Sana ay di na na-sacrifice yung buhay ng mga staff personnel.
Sir, thank you for the question, and I would like to request that I be allowed to make a manifestation over many of the things that have been raised over the last 2 months with reference to the peace process. But just a direct answer first, Your Honor, to the question that was raised by the unknown member of Congress who has requested Honorable Acop to raise the question. My direct answer, sir, is that this has been a continuing operations, as has been told to us both by the PNP and the AFP. Since 2012, we have been working with the MILF in terms of providing that kind of support for this, for the matter of interdiction of criminal elements, and that is why over time we have reinforced our protocols. We have reinforced the security cooperation that has been going on, which includes exchange of intelligence. But as you know, this even up to now, that kind of cooperation continues to exist. In the recent operation conducted by the AFP against the BIFF, we saw that kind of very good cooperation taking place. Let's compare, Your Honor, the results of the last operation where cooperation between the PNP, AFP, and the mechanisms were actually respected and utilized in order to produce very good results with minimal casualties, both in the ranks of the civilians and in the ranks of the combatants. In the last 2 months of operations that were done by the AFP, coordinated with the PNP and as well as with the mechanisms, more than 100 BIFF combatants have been killed. 10 high-ranking officials of this BIFF JIM were arrested, and we have had only, I understand, 12 casualties in the ranks of the armed forces of the Philippines. That is a very big difference from the kind of operation that we saw taking place in Mama Sapano last January 25. Your Honor, the peace process has been unjustly blamed for whatever happened in Mama Sapano on January 25. What we see here is that we know very well that none of us were aware of what was going to happen. We had no role in the planning of the event, of the law enforcement operation. We were all not made aware. But so far, in the last 2.5 months, we have suffered a lot. I mean, the whole country has suffered a lot. But the peace process especially has suffered a lot. Most of you have supported these negotiations from the very beginning. A lot of you attended the signing ceremony in Malacanang, the signing of the framework agreement in October 2012. And we saw many of you attending the signing of the comprehensive agreement in Malacanang as well last year on March 27, 2014. We have had... Now, suddenly, with Mama Sapano incident, it is as if it was the peace process that caused all of this, all the casualties that happened, or even the breakdown of this kind of unity between the AFP and the PNP as far as law enforcement operations are concerned. What we are seeing here is that it's the peace process that has been the victim of this incident, this unfortunate incident that could have not have happened if certain protocols were observed and that kind of trust and cooperation were respected among the different actors that are responsible, particularly for the law enforcement operation. It is not our mandate to identify who are responsible, but I think we will have to stand up in defense of this peace process. If we are woman enough to stand up for this peace process, we hope the men who are responsible for this law enforcement operation will also be man enough to stand for the consequences of their decisions and the risks that they decided to take in order to conduct this January 25 operation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Chairman Ferrer. And the next, please.